Hey folks, in this video, we're going to be talking about the essentials that you need to live stream properly. So let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So I'm doing this mainly because I'm getting a lot of questions about this, as well as I'm seeing on a bunch of forums some people who are unfortunately not getting everything that they need for their church to start live streaming. So I want to have a concise video to know exactly what you need to buy, get for you to live stream. Because again, I don't want to lead you astray. I want to tell you exactly what you need, because a lot of people are going just buying one item or using a laptop that's 7 years old thinking they're going to live stream, and that's not going to cut it. So let's go ahead and go through everything that you need to successfully live stream. Now, shameless plug, all of this information and more is covered in my Church Live Streaming 101 course that you can get in the description below. You have lifetime access, and we're adding more content to it to help out with based off what the students are asking about, or any other things, comments, or things that I see are a common reoccurring thing that I feel that a video needs to be done for. So this is a small excerpt from what you would get in more detail in that course. And again, a link is in the description if you would like to join that course. All right, so number one is you need a camera. You have a lot of choices. I mean, you can go from something like your phone, you can go to an iPad, you can go with a GoPro, you can go with a DSLR, you could go with a camcorder. It doesn't really matter. You just need some form of video capture device. You know, you kind of want to stick to a certain resolution, but honestly, most of modern cameras are at least 1080p and higher. Your phone is pretty much the exact same way. So when it comes to a price range, you can go from free, because almost everybody has a smartphone, up to as much money as you want to spend in this. So in the description will be a link to my blog where I'll have more detailed information on list of products that I found to be in stock as of the recording of this. It is April 22nd, 2020. So I'm gonna try and link to everything that you can possibly get right now that's available that won't take you eons to get. Now, with whatever camera that you get, the important thing is that you have some way to get a clean video out. So for example, here with my GoPro, if I hook this up, I can get output from this device without any menus or anything like that, as well as the cameras that I'm using right now, the camcorders that I'm using. Now, also, a DSLR will give you a nice picture quality. It also has a video out right there, HDMI out. But the only thing with DSLRs, most of the time, unless you have one that's going off of external power, contrary to like mine, it's gonna run out of battery and then it will shut off. So that's why I kind of don't like DSLRs unless you have one that will constantly stay on, or you have some type of external power supply to power it. Oh, and also you can start with a webcam as well too. You just need some form of capture device. So pick whichever one is in your range, especially will deliver the type of image that you want your stream to look like. Number two, you need some form of capture device, whether it is an internal capture device or an external, similar to this Elgato HD60, where it will plug in over USB. This is the older model, so it'll connect over USB 2, 3, or USB-C. You have your HDMI. This one has HDMI input. So from the camera that we just talked about has HDMI, will come into here. This will convert your video into some ones and zeros or whatever, so that the computer can understand it, and then it will come into the computer over USB. Now, I personally use internal capture cards because I normally use desktops, and they work the exact same way. So I use right now the Intensity Pro for my main system that's capturing this right now, as well as I have at my church the Blackmagic Design Decklink Mini Recorder, which allows HDMI in as well as SDI in, which is a higher broadcast quality cable. They all work the exact same way. It's just an interface for your video so that your computer can understand it. Now, sometimes you have a camera that can actually send video over USB, but that will be called out specifically in the camera that you get, so you need to be mindful of that. If it doesn't have that, go ahead and just count on needing a capture device. You need one in one way, shape, or form. Now, there are other protocols that you can use like NDI, and I've talked about that in this video here, but I'm just talking about from the very basics. And I don't even want to introduce NDI because you need a network and some other stuff. I want to give the essentials that if you had to go buy, you can buy this stuff right now and hook everything up. All right. So again, you need some form of capture device. These are very popular right now, but they're very difficult to find. The Elgato HD60S S Plus. This one, the regular one, the HD60, I don't think you can actually find anymore. Plus, anyway, this is not going to be able to deliver the high quality that you're looking for. So go ahead and just stick with one of these capture devices. Now, there are a bunch of other ones like the Aver Media capture devices. And again, on my blog, I will have a list of a bunch of products that you could use to help you with that. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 is you need a computer. Now, what I've been seeing a lot of people do is just grab some type of computer that they've had, an old laptop or something that they haven't used in about like 5 or some odd years. And let me just be the bearer of bad news. Live streaming is an intense task for your computer to do. So if you're trying to run this off of a Mac Air or some computer with no dedicated GPU or anything with less than 4 cores on the processor, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not going to be able to deliver a high quality type of experience for your congregation or anybody who's watching your live stream. Now, I've done many of videos, like we just gave away a live streaming system here when we hit 10,000 subscribers, which again, I want to say thank you about. And that was built from the ground up for live streaming. Now, honestly, there's no place that I know of except for my website that I know that builds a dedicated live streaming system. And even right now, it's kind of hard for me to even build those for people because it's so difficult to get stuff in stock. But what you want to do is, there are many other processors, many other system specs that you could do, but I'm gonna link in the description the ones that I know I use for the clients that I work with, as well as me personally, what I use. And right now, honestly, the cheapest way to get into it right now is with a Ryzen 3 3200G. That is the very bottom. I wouldn't go anything lower than that. That processor is around $94, and you know, you need to put it together yourself or get some system that runs at least that. And then if you pair that with your capture device of choice, you should be good and be able to handle the processing power needed to properly live stream. Now, can you do this on a Mac? Can you do this on Linux? Yes, you can. But again, you need the horsepower from CPU and GPU mainly to handle that. Now, with that being said, that does not disqualify laptops from being able to do this as well. They just need the same type of specs to be able to properly handle and encode the video that's coming in from your capture device, being able to manipulate that data and then serve it out to the internet. Now, number 4, you need an internet connection, obviously. Now, there are a bunch of people who are in rural areas that they don't have good internet, but you have your cell phone. Now, it's been many a time I've hooked up my phone in tether mode with a USB cable to my computer, and I've been able to live stream. It's not the matter of the device, it's the matter of your internet connection. Now, when we look over here at Fios, when you look at any ISP, a provider, they have these 2 numbers separated by a slash. So here it says 200 by 200. The first number is normally your download speed. That's what most people are focused on. But when it comes to live streaming, the second number is what's important, your upload speed. When you come to live streaming, your upload speed, you want a minimum minimum of 7 megabits per second, if not higher. Personally, I would try and aim for 10 to 15, but that's what you need to have quality, consistent upload from your live streaming system that's encoding everything through the capture card from the camera to the internet. You need something that stays consistent. So again, download speed does not matter, upload speed does. Number 5, you need some type of streaming software. Now, I personally use OBS. I also use vMix, but there's so many other options out there that you can use. Wirecast, StreamYard, XSplit. There are tons of applications out there, and they range in price. Me personally, again, I use OBS mainly because it doesn't cost anything, but I also have vMix, like I said, and their basic HD license starts at $60, and that's a lifetime thing. You pay once and that's it. Now, other ones range in different prices all the way up to almost like $1,000. Again, it is your choice, but you need some software that runs on your computer that leverages all those parts that we talked about, your CPU and your GPU, as well as your capture device that can accept and view the video that's coming into your system and then connect it and serve that video to the next one, which is your streaming platform. Your streaming platform, obviously I'm on YouTube, that's a streaming platform. Facebook, Twitch, Ustream, Livestream, YouNow. There are tons of these that you can choose, and you can pick any one that you want. And again, those also come with price. Vimeo is another one that costs, but you can pick whichever one that you want that can accept the stream that's coming from your software and then host that video. And those are the details that you need. Now, I could get as granular as you would like. Like I said, that is covered in the course. So if you want more detail than that, it will go over there where we talk about building the actual system if you wanted to do that, all other ways to configure all of those 5 to 6 components that we talked about to make your live stream work. These are the essentials. It doesn't matter what you're doing. These are the things that you need to properly live stream. So if you're having difficulty with your live stream, go through those 6 items. Is anything missing? And that will be what you need to focus your attention on so that you can live stream properly. And whether it be for your church, whether it be at home, or wherever way that you're live streaming. So I hope that helps. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.